Guys, I'm thankful to be here with all you guys. I know there's supposed to be a lot more people here, but I always believe, the people that are here are the right people that were supposed to be here. So, I have a very powerful story, and I grew up in the hood just like you guys. I probably experienced a lot of the similar things that you guys are experiencing right now. Um, I went to prison for 14 years. A long time, right? Very long time. So let me take this story back when I was like 5 years old, and let me tell you guys how I got there. So 5 years old, I think this is when my life just took a turning for the worst. I remember it was me and my mom. We were homeless at that time already, and my father, what I remember of him, right, was telling my mother, like, I can't do this shit no more. You need to get your stuff together. And the reason that he was telling her that, right, is because she was a heroin addict. My mother was a heroin addict. And I sat there as a kid trying to understand what was really going on. And I think what really broke my heart at the age of 5 was seeing this dude walk away from me and my mom and just saying he was done. I couldn't understand that. I couldn't comprehend it. It didn't make no sense to me. How would my father leave me and my mother at a time when we were struggling and we really needed him? And so this really messed me up as a young kid. Really messed me up. So my father bounced, and I was angry about that stuff. Like, as a kid, I really was. And you can see it in the way I acted. You can see how the way I performed in school. You can see how I acted with my mother too. So down the line, it's just me and my mother. We're homeless. We're in Canoga Park. I grew up in Canoga Park. That's where I'm originally from. And so growing up in that hood, you had a lot of heroin addicts at that time. That was just the times. It was a drug-infested environment. It was a drug culture environment. And so all my uncles and all my tias are from Canoga Park as well. So this became a traditional lifestyle for me. I thought this stuff was normal. I thought it was cool. You know what I mean? I thought this is the way we were supposed to live. I thought this is the way we were supposed to act. I thought this is the way we were supposed to think and behave. And, the sad part when I really look back at these facts now, none of my uncles graduated from high school. None of my tias ever did anything with their life. Never had a career, never did anything that they really wanted to do. You know what I mean? Because the reason why? Lack of education, not having goals, not having a dream and going after it. That's where my family took a loss at. So for that, my family went to juvenile hall. My families went to camps. They went to placement centers. They struggled for the rest of their life. None of my family went to college. It's a damn shame. It's a damn shame. I'm sad to say that. You know what I mean? So growing up with my mother and just seeing my mother just become an alcoholic, a drug addict, addicted to heroin. My mother never finished high school. She never had a decent job in her life. All she knew was how to hustle and deal and, get it in however she could get it in. You know what I'm saying? So growing up with my mother, I loved this woman. This woman was my queen. This is all I had. And my father bounced. I ain't have nothing else. I was 12 years old. My mother wakes me up and she's like, look, let's go out and take you shopping. Take you shopping, buy you some new shoes, buy you a video game. My mother struggled, in her addiction, but she always tried to be a mother the best she could because she knew my father had quit on us. And she tried to play that part as a mother and father the best she could. So she's like, look, I'm gonna take you out, get ready, let's go. So I'm getting ready, I'm excited, right? I'm like, okay, cool, we're gonna spend time with moms, we can go to the mall, I'm gonna get some new shoes, I'm probably gonna get a new video game, dope, right? My mother's getting ready, and I'm getting ready in my room as well. 12 years old, guys. So It was odd to me that I heard this loud noise. So I go check up on my mother. I'm like, Moms, I'm knocking on the door. I'm 12 years old. Moms, you good? Moms. My mother's not responding. I start to get nervous. I start to panic. And so we start to mess with the handle, and we're trying to push the door in. And the door's not budging, it's not moving. The reason why it's not moving, it's not budging, because my mother is out cold in the bathroom floor. She's out cold. And I'm terrified and I'm scared and I don't know what the hell is going on anymore. We went from having a good day to a nightmare. And I was like, this woman cannot die. Like, she cannot be dead, right? And so I budged the door open. My mother's head is right there. And I crawl into the bathroom and I'm like, Mom, wake up. I didn't even know what to do, guys. I didn't know what to do. I'm 12 years old. I've never prepared for a situation like this. I've never been ready for a situation like this. I never thought this was going to happen. So I'm like, Mom, please, wake up. Mom, please, wake up. Guys, my mother's dying in the bathroom and I don't know what to do. So I'm like, we got to call 911. We got to call 911. I'm the only one home, guys. I'm the only one at the time that can save this woman. So we try to call 911. I'm looking at the phone like I've never seen a phone before in my life. And I'm like, how the fuck do we call 911? How do we call 911? I don't even know what these three numbers are anymore at this point in time. I could not call 911, guys. I froze, I choked. And my mother died in that bathroom. My mother died in that bathroom. That's when my whole life really changed. Down the line, I called a family member, and they came. It was just too late. They sat me out in the front yard, and I sat there replaying all this. Like, literally replaying all this. Please tell me this is a nightmare. If this is a nightmare, I just want to wake up. This cannot be real. This cannot be happening in my life right now. This is all I got. How many of you guys got moms in here? Who has a mom here? Moms, come on. Own it right now, own it. No moms? This was all I had. This is all I had. And I lost that. My father quit on us. My mom died. I'm 12 years old and I'm like, God, what the fuck? What the fuck? So I sit on that curve and I'm just like, it's the biggest loss of my life. My grandmother comes in and tries to, play that role as a mother. And she did a very great job, guys. She did a very great job. I love my grandmother to this day. I love her. She came in, she's like, look, you can live with me. I'm so sorry about what happened to your mother, but I want to let you know it's going to be okay. My mother is a pastor. She's a Christian. She built her own church. She came in when my mother died and she told me, I got you, mijo. I got you. You're gonna be okay. My mother gave me everything that I could ask for. And I didn't realize it at the time. I didn't realize what she was doing. I didn't realize the miracles that she was making happen. My grandmother always bought me Jordans. My grandma always kept me fly. Like, she worked her ass off to give me a better life, and I didn't appreciate it at the time. And it wasn't that I didn't appreciate it at the time. It's because I was going through some stuff. Just like we go through some stuff and we don't talk about that stuff. You know, we see some stuff going on in the hood and we see some stuff going on in our lives. It affects us, right? So my mother's death affected me. I was traumatized. I kept reliving that moment over and over in my mother's life of her dying, over and over and over and over. So I kept blaming myself. Bro, it's your fault. It's your fault. So in school, I'm in school now, and I just started messing up, guys. I just started messing up. I had potential, guys, just like you guys. I had potential. I had the opportunity to educate myself. I had the opportunity to play middle school basketball, high school basketball. That was my dream, by the way. I loved playing basketball at the time. You know, I love watching the Laker games. I love watching the Celtic games. I love watching Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Magic, Bird. I love the whole rivalry. I was a basketball player at the time. But I started hanging with the homies, and we started smoking, and we started drinking, and I started just falling off my game. You know what I mean? I stopped focusing on a dream. I stopped focusing on what was important, because you know why? This pain was eating me up inside. This pain was eating me up inside, and I wasn't getting the right help that I needed. My grandma was trying to get me help. They were trying to get me into counseling. They were trying to really, save me. But the only thing is, at that young age, I didn't know how to go about it the right way. I resisted. I stayed silent, and I suffered in silence. And you know what happens when you do that? Eventually you explode and you self-destruct. And that's what happened to me. So I dropped out of high school. We joined a gang. We start hustling. We start pushing drugs. And I'm just lost at this time now. I don't even know who I am anymore. I don't even know who Johnny Ramirez is anymore. And so as we're in the hood, and in a way, I just wanted to be a part of something. I just wanted to be a part of something. For some reason, I just wanted to be a part of something. My father wasn't there. My mother died. And the homies were just there at the right time, it felt. And I felt that was something that I should really be a part of. But it was the wrong choice, guys. It was the wrong choice. What I really should have been a part of was education. What I should have really been a part of was my coaches and my team, my teammates. That's what I really should have been a part of. I should have been a part of, my family, my grandmother, the people that I had left. I should have been grinding, educating myself to, do something better for myself. I should have been grinding, educating myself to help my family. I should have been grinding, educating myself to help my community. I should have been grinding to make my dreams come true. You get what I'm saying? I fell off course. I lost track. I forgot who I am. I forgot what the dream was. I forgot what the values were. I forgot what the mission was. I forgot what my mother wanted me to be. My mother sacrificed everything that she could to give me a better life. And I dropped the ball on that, guys. I dropped the ball on that. So I got to a point in my life where I dropped the ball. I literally dropped the ball. I committed my life crime, guys. I committed strong arm robbery and kidnapping. So all you guys that think the streets are cool, my homegirls, they with the business, my homies are with the business. Let me tell you guys something. I always thought that was true. I always thought that was real. I always thought this lifestyle was very important. I thought it was everything at one time. Until we take the biggest loss of our life. So we go and we rob a liquor store, me and my boys. We go into this store. We tell us, give us the bag, give us the money. Nobody gets hurt. And we really meant that. We didn't hurt nobody. We just wanted the money. We got the bag. We secured the bag. We was out. So what we did in the hood is we got the money. We started hustling. We started doing our thing. And, it was cool for a little minute. But something didn't feel right. Something didn't feel right. Because you know why? Right is right, wrong is wrong. Right is right, wrong is wrong. I'm going to tell you that. And if you try to deny that, that will kill you. So I'm sitting in the hood now. It's killing me, guys. It's killing me. I robbed innocent people. I took someone's paycheck from them. I took someone's hardworking money from them. I went into my community and I just made it worse. And I had to look at myself in the mirror and tell myself, hey, bro, this is who you are. This is what you stand for. This is what your mother died for. This is probably why your father walked out your life, because of who you are today. I had to look at myself in the mirror, right, guys? I had to look at myself. I had to be real with myself. Your grandma's praying for you. Your grandma's praying for you. And this is who you are? This is what you represent? This is what you think is cool? Your grandma raised you better than this. And I think that stuff hurt. Confronting myself hurt. It hurt. And for the first time in my life, I heard this voice. I heard this voice. It was crystal clear to me. It was crystal clear to me. Johnny, do the right thing. Do the right thing. Do the right thing. I kept hearing it over and over and over again. I was like, bro, like, am I losing my mind? But it was my conscience. It was my conscience that was eating me up alive. In that moment, I realized I forgot who I was. I was lost. I was confused. I no longer knew who I was. I became a follower, guys. I became a follower. So I was all right. Let's do this. Let's do this. I walked into a police station, guys. I walked into a police station. I walk up to the receptionist and I tell him, my name is Johnny Ramirez. I'm here to turn myself in for a crime I committed. The lady looks at me like I'm crazy. She's like, I look like a kid, guys. I look like a kid. I'm 20 years old. Let me break that down to you. I'm 20 years old. I'm trying to escape the situation I'm in. I'm trying to escape the hood. I'm trying to do the right thing for the first time in my life. And this lady looks at me, she's like, I think in her mind, she's just, I don't even know who this kid is. I don't even know what he's doing here. But I hope he just takes a chance and just runs. I told her, ma'am, my name is Johnny Ramirez. I'm here to take full responsibility for my crime. But when they get a lieutenant, he's like, please make me understand this. And I was like, sir, I'm here to turn myself in for a crime I committed. He's like, I just want to commend you. I just want to commend you for what you're doing. I need you to help me understand why you're doing this. I tell him my grandma always taught me to do the right thing, and I'm here doing the right thing. He's like, bro, I've never seen no shit like this in my life. I've never seen nothing like this in my life before, but I want to commend you for this. He's all, are you prepared for what's about to happen next? No, sir. Let me prepare you for what's about to happen next. He's all, because you're going to go to prison for a very long time. And he was right. He was right. They sentenced me to 17 years. 17 years, guys, to the penitentiary. 17 years, guys. 17 years. Tell me that ain't crazy. 17 years. Boom, we're in the penitentiary at 20 years old. I'm trying to figure out why I'm here. I'm trying to figure out why everything happened in my life. I'm trying to figure out why my dad bounced. I'm trying to figure out why my mom died. I'm trying to figure out why we committed this crime. I'm trying to figure out why I walked into the police station and turned myself in. I'm trying to figure out why I'm a young Mexican in the penitentiary. And you know how I ended up there? Not making the right choices. Not making the right choices. Not taking my education seriously. Not listening to my grandma. not listening to the right people that were trying to help me, coaches, teachers, counselors. It all made perfect sense. When you're far away from home, and I always like to say this, like, you're so far away from home, it doesn't even feel like God can help you. It didn't feel like it. When you're just so far away from home, your family can't help you, your community can't help you, your moms and your pops, or your tia, or your uncle, or your sister, or your brother. No one could help you. No one could help you at that time. And that's what it felt like. And I had to really help myself. So in that journey, I was like, look, let's get better. Like we can't feel sorry for ourselves. We can't feel sorry for ourselves. We can't be the victim no more. We can't let this pain eat us. We can't let this pain kill us no more. Like, bro, it's time to grind. It's time to grind. So a counselor spoke to me in the penitentiary, and he's like, Mr. Ramirez, I need you to tell me a moment in your life where you had hope, where you had a dream, you had a vision. Can you take me there? Can you take me there? And I'm like, yeah, definitely, I see it. And he's like, what does it look like? And I'm like, it was me in the hood, and I used to just be in the hood, and I'd just be playing basketball. He's like, well, what did that feel like? Well, I wanted to be the best at that time playing basketball. Okay, so what was it that motivated you? Well, what motivated me was to be the best. Was to be the best to ever do it, right? Exactly, right? And so being the best, what does that take? Hard work. What else? Dedication. What else? Winning. What else? Making the right choices. What else? Being smart. What else? Being strategic. What else? Grind. He's like, you may never play basketball again. That's a fact. I'm being real with you. You may never make that dream happen again, but you have another dream on the table. Do you understand me? And I'm like, yeah. What's the other dream? What are you fighting for right now? Freedom. What else? Education. What else? To make my family proud. What else? To be a leader. Well, I need you to grind to be all that. I need you to be competitive to be all that. I need you to be smart to be all that. I need you to make the right choices to do all that. And so we got to work. We got to work, straight up. I was like, for the first time in my life, I was like, look, we're going to grind. We're going to change this tragic story into a triumphant story. I started reading Malcolm. I started reading Gandhi. I started reading Martin Luther King. Started educating myself. I got my GED. I started changing the way my mind worked. It was no longer about the hood. It was no longer about the gang. It was about everything that was ahead of us now. We had freedom, we had dreams, we had goals, we had education. We had a chance. And so I was like, ain't no stopping us now. We've been through hell, we lost everything, but we still got opportunity. And I want it. I want it more than ever. Boom. I was sentenced to 17 years. On my 14th year, it was time to come home. It was time to come home. And at this point, when I knew it was time to come home, I told myself, bro, I need the best from you. I need the best for you. Because you're not supposed to make it out of here. You're not supposed to bounce back from this. You're not supposed to win. So, bro, I need you to be clutch. We came home on fire. We came home hungry. We came home wanting everything that was rightfully ours. Rightfully ours. A better life. A new story, a new chapter. A winning streak. We wanted to come home and be a positive influencer in our community. My dream now today is to be a motivational speaker. That's my dream. I feel so alive today. You know, I'm blessed today. We came home, we bounced back from all that. You know how we bounce back from all that? Really valuing ourselves, really taking care of ourselves, really being smart, using our heads, really staying focused on education, really staying focused on our dreams. I work in treatment today, guys. I work in treatment. I work at Cry Help, one of the biggest treatment centers in the Valley. I'm in college today, guys. I go to Pierce College. I'm in addiction studies. I've gotten A's. for the last few semesters. I'm on social media, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. I'm a motivational speaker. This is what we do. We just want to inspire and motivate people every single day. You ain't got to die in the hood. You ain't got to go to the penitentiary. You ain't got to be addicted to that stuff. You could be the best version of yourself. You just got to be locked in. You just got to believe in yourself every single day. My name is Ramirez. Anything is possible.